Hello, my dear family members. I hope all of you are preparing well for your upcoming Cognizant exam. First of all, congratulations to all of you who have just successfully cleared the communication round and now preparing for aptitude. And this is very crucial round because in this round, you'll be having almost 30 aptitude questions or 25 to 30 aptitude questions you have to solve within 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm to give you some important aptitude questions which were asked earlier and which are being repeated in these days. So if this is not repeating, and I'm assuring that the same type of questions will be asked to you again, so please give importance whatever skills, whatever shortcut tricks I'm going to share. Okay, so let me start with the first question. But before that, if you have not been watching the playlist of Cognizant, TCS or any company that you want, so please watch that before watching this, because this like those all the videos are the prerequisite for this video. Okay, so there I have shared all the shortcut tricks earlier, so it will be helpful if you have already watched that. Okay, so the next problem is this. So a whole number, and this question was asked recently, so please give importance. So a whole number n, which when divided by 4 gives 3 as a remainder, what will be the remainder when 2n is divided by 4? So you know guys that divisor, quotient, dividend, remainder, right? So here what they have told, n which when divided by 4 n, here is quotient and here is the remainder, so it is giving 3 as remainder. So what will be the formula to calculate that? So to calculate that, you will get that 4q plus 3, so the value of n, that is the dividend, will be equal to 4q plus 3. Okay, as this is the remainder and this is the divisor and this is the quotient, so divisor into quotient plus remainder is equal to the dividend, right? So it is told that what will be the remainder when 2n is divided by 4. So you have to divide this by 4, so just multiply this with 2 and it becomes 2n is equal to 2 into 4, that is 8q, plus 2 into 3, that is 6, right? So why we have done this? Because we have to find when the what will be the remainder when 2n is divided by 4. So let's just take so I can write this 6 as 4 plus 2, right? So just taking the 4 as common, so 4 into q plus 1 plus yeah, so then 2 is there, right? So you can see it is clear this number is divided by 4, right? This number is divided by 4, but is this divided by 4? No. So if we divide 2n by 4, if we divide, just compare with this, so when n is divided by 4, then it was the remainder 3. Okay, and when 2n is divided by 4, it is the remainder, that is 2, right? So this way you can solve. So option D will be the correct answer. Okay, so let me go to the next problem, that is this. Raju, Ramu and Razi can do a piece of work in 20, 30 and 60 days respectively, depending on their capacity of doing work. If Raju is assisted by Ramu and Razi on every third day, then in how many days Raju will complete the work? So options are given, so please pause the video and try to give the answer in the comment section. Okay, so all of those done, Raju, Ramu and Razi. So Raju does a total work in 1 day, that is 1 of 20, and Ramu 1 of 30, and Razi does 1 of 60 amount of work in 1 day. Okay, in 1 day. So it is told that Ramu and Razi helps on every third day. Okay, so that means Raju alone work consecutive 2 days, and in the third days Ramu and Razi help him. Okay, so in how many days they will be able to complete the work? So let's say the total work is 1. Okay, So in one day, Raju does 1 by 20. So in 2 days, so in consecutive 2 days, how much amount of work he does? So just multiply this by 2, 1 by 20 into 2. So this becomes 1 by 10 amount of work. So Raju does 1 by 10 amount of work in 2 days. So we have got that for first 2 days, the total amount of work done, that is 1 by 10. So in the third day, all of those like Raju, Ramu and Raji will work together. So how much amount of work will be done on third day? We have to count that. So for that, we have to get the LCM of 20, 30 and 60, all the denominators. So this becomes 60 actually. So if you have not watched the previous video, then please watch that, because I have told how to get how to get all the LCMs in shortcut way. Okay, so the 60 is the LCM. So if you get, like if you just calculate, this will become 1 by 10. Okay, so in the third day, all of those will work and they will do 1 by 10 amount of work in one day alone. Okay, so 1 by 10 amount of work done by Raju in 2 days, and 1 by 10 amount of work done by one day by all of them together. Okay, so in 3 days total, how much amount of work has been done? That is 1 by 10 by Raju alone and 1 by 10 by all those three. Okay, so this becomes 1 by 5. So in 3 days, 1 by 5 amount of work has been done. So we can say in 1 by 5, like 1 by 5 amount of work has been done in 3 days. So that is the total amount, can be completed by 3 by 1 by 5. So that becomes 3 into 5, that becomes 15. So in 15 days, this whole amount of work can be done. Okay, so as I have been showing you the solutions shortcut tricks, so that's why it took some time, but it takes actually less than 1 minute to calculate. Okay, so please solve more so that it will be familiar more. Okay, so let me go to the next problem. So that is this: what is the smallest number which when decreased by 8 is divisible by 21, 27, 33 and 55? So before I give you the solutions, please let me introduce with our prime materials, in which we have included all the recent questions with answers, all the previous year questions, all the mock test which is very crucial for your upcoming exam, and also recent interview questions with answers. So if you want, then just DM me at my Insta handle instagram.com/techno.tf. I'll try to assist you. Okay, so how to calculate this problem? Again, this problem I have already solved in the earlier videos, like we have already shared the shortcut tricks. So as it is, so please watch the video on LCM and HCF. I have shared all the special cases. It will be helpful for this. Okay, so smallest number, when it is mentioned, you have to go with LCM. Okay, so when it is decreased by 8, that means it is the remainder in each case when divisible by all of these. So what was the formula? So do LCM. Okay, LCM of these numbers. So 21, 27, 33 and 55. Okay, so we can write like you do the prime factorization. So 27 3q, 33 3 into 11, 55 5 into 11. Okay, and 21 7 into 3. Okay, so just multiply this 27 into 7 into 11 into 5, you will get 10,395. Okay, so if this is the LCM, that means this number is divisible by 21, 27, 33 and 55. So it is told that we have to decrease by these numbers. We have to decrease 8 from this number so that all these number will be divisible. So what is the number from the options? So no options are available. So what could be the answer? That is 408. Why? Sorry, not 8. it should be 5 plus 8, that is 3. So it should be 10,403. So with this LCM, if we add plus 8, then this becomes 10,403. And as it is told that from which number, if we decrease 8, then that will be divisible by all these numbers. So if that would be in the option, so we could have go with the option, but it is not in that option, so we have to go with the none of the above. Okay, so I hope you understood. So let me go to the next problem. So the problem is a reduction of 20% in the price of strawberries enables a person to purchase 12 more for Rs 15. What was the price of 16 strawberries before reduction of price? So please pause the video and try to solve the problem by yourself. Okay. So we don't know the price of the strawberries, right? So, and also we have to know that expenditure is equal to consumption into the total price. Okay, so we don't know the price. So there is two scenario when before reduction of price and after reduction of price, right? So before reduction of price, the expenditure is what? So expenditure is fixed, that is Rs 15. Okay, so 15 was the expenditure and consumption is, let's say, N, and price is X, let's say. Okay, so this is the scenario before the reduction of price. But after reduction of price, let's say the price reducted by 20%, so the new price will be 0.8x. Okay, and if the price is reducted by 20%, then he can buy 12 more strawberries. So he could buy at least N earlier. Now he can buy N plus 12 strawberries. Okay, so the same formula will be implemented. So after reduction of price, the expenditure will be 15 and consumption will be N plus 12 into 0.8x. Okay, so here what is the value of N? That is 15 by X. So just substitute the value here. So 15 by X into 0.8x plus 12 into 0.8x. So let me just solve that. Okay, so X and X removed. 15 into 0.8, that is 12, and plus 12 into 0.8x, that becomes 9.6x. Okay, so 15 minus 12, that is 3. So 3 by 9.6 is equal to the value of X. So this is the price of one strawberry. So what the question is, that is, what is the price of 16 strawberries? 16 strawberries before the reduction of price. So X is the price before reduction. Okay, so you have to find what is the value of 16 strawberries. So just multiply with 16. So it becomes 16 into 6 and 6 multiply 3, that, sorry, 5, that becomes 30. So value of X becomes 5, right? So from the option B will be the correct answer. Okay, so guys, I hope you understood. Still, if you have any confusion or if you want to discuss anything, then just join our Telegram channel t.me/uvkanna. You will find various solutions there, t.me/uvkanna. If you want to discuss anything, just discuss there. Okay, I'll try to engage in your chat. Okay, so the next problem and the last problem for today's session, that is, a tap can fill a bucket in 6 hours. After half the bucket is filled, 3 more similar taps are opened. What is the total time taken to fill the bucket completely? So this is a quiz question for you guys. So please give the answer in the comment section and be confident after solving this. Okay, and I'm assuring you these type of problems only will be asked to you. If an election between two candidates, one got 55% of the total valid votes and got 20% invalid votes. At the end of the day, when the total number of votes were counted, the total number was found to be 7,500. So what was the total number of valid votes that the winning candidate got? So you have to find the total number of valid votes got by the winning candidates. So please start solving the problem by yourself at first, then if not possible, then come to watch. Okay, so I hope you have tried and just cross verify if your answer is right or not. Okay, so let me solve the problem. So at first what they have given, that is total number of vote that was counted, that is 7,500, right? And total one candidate got 55% of the total valid vote. So we have to find what valid vote percentage or what the total number of valid votes are there, right? So if he got like total 20% of invalid votes, then obviously 80% is a valid vote, right? So 80% of this count is what? So how to calculate the how to calculate the percentage in shortcut way? That is 100% of this number is 7,500, right? So how to calculate 80% of this number? How to calculate that? Just you can here multiply this 75 into 8, you will get that. Okay, so 8 into 5, that is 40, and 8 into 7, 56, that becomes 60, right? So 6,000 vote total is the 80% of this number. Okay, that means this is the total valid vote count. Okay, 6,000 is the total valid vote. If 55% got by one candidate, then obviously the other candidate got 45%, right? So 55% he got of the total valid vote. So if this is the total valid vote, so 55% of the total valid vote will be what? So 55 into 2 is equal to 110, right? So why I'm doing is, let me show the shortcut trick. That is 100% of 6,000 is 6,000, right? 100% of 6,000 is 6,000, but 10% is equal to just 60. So 110% will be 660. Sorry, 6,600. Okay, so that means 110% means 6,600, and that means 55% will be half of that. That means 3,300. So this is the vote count got by this candidate. Then next candidate or the other candidates got total 45%, and they got the rest of the vote, that is 6,000 minus 3,300, so that becomes 2,700, right? So this is obvious, this is the vote count got by the winning candidate, that is 3,300. Okay, so let me go to the next problem. If you have any confusion, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to assist you. And at the end of the aptitude sections, you will be moved to gamified section. And I hope you know, guys, what type of gamified questions are being asked. That is like switch challenge, auto challenge, and various problems are there. So let me share how, like which type of problems are being given. Okay, so there will be various figures you have to match. Okay, so let's say there will be Sudoku based problem. Okay, so you will be given Sudoku and you have to fill with the shapes with unique shape in the each row, each column. Okay, so this is the Sudoku type of problem. So this is the one section of gamified, okay, Sudoku. And the next problem will be like auto based challenged. So you have to, let's say, fill sorry, I don't remember the name of the sections, but the problem I'm sharing with you, that is, let's say here at first one dot will be shown, okay, and then the dot will be shown here, and then the dot will be shown here, then the dot will be shown here, then the dot will be shown here. Okay, so you have to remember the sequence of dot being shown to you. Okay, so then a blank screen will be shown to you and you have to mark the sequential dot you have been shown. Okay, so here at first it was shown, then you have to click on this portion, then you have to click on this portion, then sequentially you have to click on the like blank spaces. Okay, so I hope you understood. You have to just remember the sequence in this problem. Okay, so then one type of problem will be there, that is, let's say 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Okay, so they will just give a blank here. Okay, and let's yeah, so they will give this type of problem, like what will be the value in this question mark. So you have to find that as well. So actually this type of problem being asked in these days in gamified sections. So if you want all these type of gamified questions, actual questions with answers and like all those sections, so just DM me at my Insta handle instagram.com/techno.tf. I'll try to assist you. So thank you for today's session.